They think we're owned by someone.
Because most people down here of your sort are.
Souls are like coin down here. Some of us have been coined before.
Well, all right then.
Have you been coined before? That sounds like a...
Sounds like a special term.
You can be bought and sold and traded. All kinds of things.
What happens to souls that aren't claimed then?
Well, generally they end up outside on sticks or in the river.
Yes, if you aren't owned, then you can be claimed. Anyone can take you, torture you, enjoy you, and ultimately dispose of you. You're worth nothing down here except as amusement, unless you are actually owned.
Alright, then for now I suppose you'll own me, Sarahcat.
And as he sort of says that, you would notice that there are other people like you, other people that are better dressed and not obviously infernal or demonic, but most often they're accompanied by a devil, or they look very scary. There isn't much between that valley. Either you're scary enough not to be owned, or you're accompanied by some sort of sponsor. One thing to note is that they don't all look like slaves.
As we're walking, are there like, I don't know how to say this, like stalls that we can buy things from, or like people yelling in the streets being like, come inside and look at this cool armor, like, am I getting any sort of vibe from that, or is it more like a living district or something like that?
This in particular seems to be one of the living districts, but you do note that a lot of signs and a lot of signposts will list a whole bunch of different streets and locations, but a few constants are the Red Bazaar, which appears to be the main market of this city.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind for later.
So we just follow Sarahcat, lead the way.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't get lost.
Eventually,
Everybody
Yeah,
hold
I'm giving Z, like, make sure you stay very close to us. Do not touch anything. Don't go anywhere. If anyone asks you to, like, just do not.
Z holds onto her sleeve.
Chad looks around curiously like your standard tourist.
sure. Okay, Chad. So if you're sort of looking around, why don't you give me a perception check?
Alright. He rubs his eyes. The swelling's kind of gone down.
Oh, yeah. You really have gotten accustomed to those new eyes. Like, seriously, that's really good.
What's your
And
snake eyes see?
Snake.
let me look through my table. Oh, cool. Okay. So as you progress down this sort of living quarter, you spot this. A mother wearing a
Love.
very large cloak of differently woven fabrics with a sort of a triangular desert pattern across them, is wandering down the streets. She wears a basket on her back, and out of it pokes the head of a very small little devil, looking around curiously. It appears to be a baby.
So cute.
If it locks eyes with me, I'll smile and wave at it. And kind of do the little baby faces you do to the babies.
It seems somewhat frightened as it ducks its way back into the basket, the lid closing, the only thing still evidence still revealed being its tiny, glowing orange eyes as it peeks out at you.
Well, I'm gonna continue following Starcat if he's still moving. so I
Sure.
kind of just turn my head away from the baby. But I do
Uh,
make note of them.
So, like, you know, in Wonder Woman, where she's like, a baby! Like, that basically is what Nanette does. Like, she walks over and is kind of like, oh, she's so precious, or he, or they. Addressing the mother in that case.
The mother looks somewhat, she doesn't look frightened, she looks very confused for a moment, and it seems like she absent-mindedly says they. When she speaks to you, her accent is very thick, but it seems like she knows common well enough. She hasn't chosen yet, or he. I don't know, I hope she's a she, though.
Oh, they are very precious. And she's doing the, like reaching out a little finger so that the baby will wrap a hand around it. You know what I mean?
Sure. Give me a unskilled charisma check
Sure.
to see if the baby likes you.
Oops.
Oh no. No. The basket lid comes all the way down as it sort of, there's just a little sort of quiet squeal as it sort of hides itself.
Oh, I am sorry. I am so sorry. And I pick the basket lid off the ground and hand it back to the mother.
It is alright. Or
We are new here. Are you from this place?
I was born and raised here, yes. I'm sorry, who are you all?
We are, and I look back at everyone else because I don't really know that we
We are new
solidly decided.
souls bound to Sarakat. And I gesture to Sarakat.
Oh, yes, what he said. Good one.
Excuse my new disciples. Recently purchased souls. They still haven't found their what they should do in life. I'm just letting them go free for a moment until they discover what can happen in this place.
I just want the mental image to be out there that Nanette is like biting her tongue so hard right now. She has so many things to say.
I
Yes.
assume that one or two of them will die before, but that will be a useful lesson to the others.
Right.
Chad gives you a look.
I don't really want to die. If that's an option on the table, like I'd like to solidly be in the not dying column.
Aren't you already dead?
Listen,
Well,
you can't just ask me that.
Well,
Why not?
ensure they keep to themselves. There aren't too many pleasant folk in this city.
Such
Then
as
thank you for being one and understanding that new souls can be somewhat unbroken.
She would give
Are
a
there-
shrug.
Are there any little flames around?
Yes. Every, sort of little, balcony and, porch has some sort of brazier on it. And you can smell incense sort of curling out of them.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to one that doesn't look like, like a guy's not standing right next to it.
Sure.
And I'm gonna bring it over to the baby because I'm just kind of enamored with the small thing. And I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to change the color of the flames and kind of like entertain the kid.
The child does seem to grow a bit more brave at this display. It kind of creeps out of the basket a bit more, and reaches for the fire to, making grabby hands.
I look at the mother and say, can it touch flame?
What do you mean?
I do not know much of your people, I am sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
So
Yes.
sitting in the background going, please don't burn the child. Please don't burn the child. Please don't burn the child.
or the basket.
Chad's just sort of smiling. His back against the lamppost or a wall or whatever. I'm watching.
It's fine. He or she, whatever it decides, my child has its father's skin.
So yeah, I'll like lean it over just to let the kid like touch it. Not like I'm not lighting the basket on fire, y'all.
Immediately, the child reaches out and grabs at the flame and basically shovels it into his mouth, making very excited cooing noises as it does so.
I'm just changing colors and playing with this child while everyone else talks, while the adults talk.
So what brings you to the Bronze Citadel, then?
Business for Suricat.
We're just on our way to a tavern to meet a friend of mine. I intend to play it later. Perhaps you've heard. Suricat Cacophony.
Sure, I think I have. You play at those dive bar places down in Smuggler's Bay, yes?
I do indeed. It's an acquired taste, my music, so I prefer to entertain the masses.
Sure, I've seen a poster. Well, I've seen a poster sort of trampled on the pavement, but still, it did catch your likeness quite well.
The important thing is I'm important enough to have posters.
Right. Anyways, I need to get back. It was nice meeting you all.
What is your name?
Ceresal.
You want to put that in the chat? Because I'm not sure that I could write that down.
Chad nods and say slides right off the tongue.
It is a beautiful name, and you have a beautiful child.
Is it
Have a
rude
lovely-
to ask to how to spell a name down here?
I can safely say it's rude to inquire about anyone's real name.
It is the name I chose for myself, to present to others, not of my family.
Wait, like...
I'll hurry them along before they ask a question that's going to
Sure.
be really uncomfortable.
Yeah, she seems to
that's what's
be...
gonna happen.
Her face is starting to get a little cross. She doesn't look too...
It was nice to meet you. Oh, okay.
And like as they're walking away, Z's like facing towards her, like walking backwards and waving like a doof.
The baby is waving at you, Z.
Ah!
A word of warning, never give out your real name. Never ask for anyone's real name. It will not
I
go
don't know what my real name is, anyways.
What's your real name?
I can assure you my true name is not Suricat Cacophony.
And you chose
birth name
Suricat?
is- No, my parents chose it for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that what she meant by your family chooses a name?
Quite. The name that you are known by is not your true name.
So there's
What?
something that'll happen if people know our name down here.
There's magic that will... Let's just say it is not going to be pleasant if someone finds your real name. They will compel you to do whatever they wish.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind then. Thank you.
What should our code names be?
Well, from now on you can call me William.
William? Okay. What should I be?
Something simpler.
Again, I will repeat that the name you have chosen the name you would go by in life is not your true name.
How about Lieutenant? It's my name, but backwards.
Our surname's affected as well. Chad asks.
I just walk away. Slowly shaking my head, wondering why these people are in hell. And why the hell I am helping them. Because this is going to get a lot of people killed.
Gren just follows him.
Yeah, I follow you too, and I asked, are surnames affected as well?
It is unlikely you know your true name unless you have searched for it yourself.
No.
Suricat, you would know that a true name is given the moment you start to exist, and when you're named by your parents, that's not your true name, although they can influence each other.
Huh, interesting.
How would you know your true name, though?
Yeah, yeah, that's a